You've seen dogs chase balls. You've seen dogs do tricks. But these dogs? They're trained like soldiers. They move like athletes. They think like tacticians. This isn't obedience. This is elite. They don't just follow commands. They anticipate. They react. They protect. And they do it with a level of precision that borders on genius. This is the world of elite dogs, the training, the bond, the unseen brilliance behind every move. We call them working dogs, but that word barely scratches the surface. These dogs aren't just trained to sit, stay, or fetch. They're trained to detect explosives, chase down suspects, protect their handlers, and make split-second decisions under pressure. From Belgian Malinois to German Shepherds, from Border Patrol to bomb squads, from agility champions to search and rescue legends, these dogs are the apex of canine capability. But behind every perfect move is a brutal process. And behind that process is something deeper. Trust, bond, and a kind of intelligence we're only beginning to understand. Elite dogs aren't born, they're built. Through thousands of hours of training, through relentless repetition, through a relationship that goes beyond commands, into something emotional, intuitive, and mythic. Elite dog training isn't about dominance, it's about precision, timing, emotional clarity. Let's break it down. Obedience under pressure. This isn't sit and stay. This is ignore the gunfire, ignore the chaos, focus on me. Dogs are trained to hold position while sirens scream, crowds shout, and adrenaline surges. They learn to stay calm when everything around them says panic, bite work. This isn't aggression. It's controlled intensity. The dog learns when to bite, how to bite, and, most importantly, when to stop. It's not about violence. It's about control. The bite is precise, targeted, and always under command. Scent detection. A dog's nose is a superpower. They can detect explosives, narcotics, even diseases like cancer. But it's not just instinct. It's training. Reward-based, target-specific, obsessively reinforced. They learn to ignore distractions, focus on the scent, and alert with absolute clarity. Agility and movement. These dogs move like athletes. They scale walls, leap over obstacles, weave through tight spaces. They're trained to trust their bodies, to move with confidence, to navigate environments that would stop most humans cold. Problem solving. Elite dogs aren't just reactive. They're proactive. They learn to assess situations, to make decisions, to adapt when the plan changes. This isn't robotic obedience. It's tactical thinking. And all of it is built on one thing: the relationship between dog and handler. Here's the part most people miss. Elite training isn't just physical, it's emotional. These dogs aren't machines, they're partners. They read micro-expressions, they feel your stress, they sync with your energy. This level of obedience isn't fear-based, it's trust-based, built over months, sometimes years, of consistent, clear communication. Handlers don't just give commands, they build relationships. They learn their dog's quirks, moods, triggers. They become fluent in a language that's half spoken, half felt. Some of these dogs come from shelters, abandoned, overlooked, written off, but with the right training, they become heroes. They go from broken to brilliant, from discarded to indispensable. And that transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. Because when a dog learns to trust again, to bond, to serve, to protect, it's not just training, it's redemption. Here's the part most people miss. Elite training isn't just physical, it's emotional. These dogs aren't machines, they're partners. They read micro-expressions. They feel your stress. They sync with your energy. This level of obedience isn't fear-based. It's trust-based, built over months, sometimes years, of consistent, clear communication. Handlers don't just give commands, they build relationships. They learn their dog's quirks, moods, triggers. They become fluent in a language that's half spoken, half felt. Some of these dogs come from shelters, abandoned, overlooked. written off, but with the right training, they become heroes. They go from broken to brilliant, from discarded to indispensable. And that transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual. Because when a dog learns to trust again, to bond, to serve, to protect, it's not just training, it's redemption. Dogs have worked beside humans for over 15,000 years, from hunting to herding to guarding. They've been warriors, messengers, companions, and protectors. But elite dogs? They're the apex of that bond. They're not just trained, they're transformed into soldiers, into saviors, into legends. Every bark, every bite, every moment of control. It's not just training, it's trust, it's love, it's legacy. These dogs don't just follow orders, they follow purpose. They don't just protect, they connect. They remind us what loyalty looks like, what courage feels like, what partnership truly means. They're not pets, they're partners. They're proof that intelligence isn't just in the brain, it's in the bond. And when you see them in action, when you watch them move, think, respond, protect, you realize something. This isn't just elite. This is extraordinary. This is Doggy Dog. If you've ever underestimated a dog, watch this again. Because behind every leap, every bite, every moment of control is a story of training, of trust, of transformation. These dogs aren't just elite. They're essential, and they're just getting started. If this blew your mind, imagine what your dog's hiding next. Hit subscribe, because Doggy Dog isn't just a channel, it's a movement. For every dog lover who wants to understand, laugh, and feel something real. Drop a comment with the weirdest thing your dog does. We might feature it in the next episode. And if you think your dog's elite, prove it.